Rapper Fetty Wap has been sentenced to 6 years in prison. His sentence is for his role in a drug trafficking conspiracy that took place in parts of Long Island and New Jersey. Fetty Wap, whose real name is William Jr. Maxwell II, pleaded guilty in August to conspiracy to distribute and possess cocaine. Because of the plea deal, he was able to avoid a life sentence had he been convicted.
Do you view this season as a failure?
Oh my God. Okay, because I'm not that up. You asked me the same question last year, Eric. Okay. Do you get the promotion every year on your job? No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No. Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, right? Which is to get a promotion, to be able to take care of your family, to be able, I don't know, provide the house for them or take care of your parents. You work towards a goal. It's not a failure. It's steps to success, you know. And if you've never, I don't want to make it personal.
Don't like what's going on with Rick Ross and DJ Envy. Don't like it. I love them both. Beautiful men, in their own right, successful, do their thing. I don't like where it's going. I know I've had my share of beefing with people worthy. You know what I'm saying? But don't like it because they both beautiful, beautiful people.
Welcome. Mike, check 1 2 1 2. This is episode 45. Is it 45, Ricardo? I might be wrong.
54.
It's 54.
Been around.
It's been
Boy,
a
that
year.
dyslexia pack is kicking in.
It's been a year. We tried to come back strong, and Ricardo just. Oh man, this is why he's the hip hop encyclopedia.
54,
to my
54.
hey, I like this though. Literally to my right, the hip hop encyclopedia. Ricardo Mexicano. To my left, Mr. Jacob Gray, OVO Poppy, and Baby R. These guys are great. Also, shout out to Baby Lucas. Shout out to Laurel. Shout out to Veronica. Everybody else, the moms, the dads, the aunties. Anybody else we're missing, Ricardo? I can't think.
Everybody we lost.
Yes, everybody we lost. All the
We
black
lost
people who
Porter.
celebrated Cinco de Mayo, including myself. I'm just that's taking over as a black holiday, Ricardo. You gotta face it.
Cinco de Mayo, yeah. You can have it at this point.
like since Floyd Mayweather like took it over, like black people just connected to that. Like this is like, nah, that's our holiday now. We got Cinco de Mayo and we got Juneteenth. That's all we got.
Did that Houston pool party? You know what I'm talking about, the one that went a little bit too crazy happen on Cinco de Mayo?
I'm not for sure.
You know what you want to talk about?
I do know which one you're talking about. I can't remember.
Got a little bit too explicit.
Was that during? No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't think that
It was
during,
earlier this month or like last month.
I don't know if that was Cinco de Mayo. I think that was just a weekend, a wild weekend.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. But it is great to be back. We had to put this pod on hiatus. I know I look rough. I look like what's the guy that used to do the late night show on CBS?
CBS.
CBS.
Freaking David Letterman?
Yes.
When he started growing out the beard?
Yeah, I'm in my David Letterman bag for sure. David Letterman bag. Yeah, we've been gone. Jacob looks swole now. I see he's been in the gym.
Yeah.
Ricardo works out, y'all. Don't let Ricardo fool y'all.
It's been rough though. It's been a rough 6 months.
If you see Ricardo in the streets, he got them hands. I'm just saying. Got some type of military training, you know.
Well, I was banging that little Tyler coming in.
Oh, little Tyler? Yeah.
Yeah, I knew the first couple lyrics and I forgot the rest, but that was hard. That beat's hard.
That's who I want to start with. Little Tyler. Look, listen. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Little Tyler has single-handedly saved hip hop.
You think?
Listen, the way TNT was promoting him on game 5 for the Lakers? Game 4 versus the Lakers? Yes. Lil Tyler has single-handedly brought back hip hop. No Ice Spice. No
Sexy Red?
No. Lil Tyler. Lil Tyler's for the youth. He's for the kids.
How old is he? And he's like
13?
16, 17?
16, 17?
Oh, I thought he was 13.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he's young. He's
Boy,
young.
you said 13?
Yeah, I thought he was 13.
Well, I thought you said 18. I just realized you said 13.
Yeah, I thought he was 13, 14. I'm like, yeah. Look.
I think the last like rapper that young that I could recall was Tekka. Because Lil Tekka was like, he was like 16,
He was
17
16.
when Ransom
Yeah,
came
he was
out.
like 16.
He was like 16
Yeah,
when he came
he was
out.
young.
Yeah.
Because I remember like people started like freaking out when he dropped the video for Ransom.
Mhm.
He was in the DR with all those like strippers and stuff like that, and people realized he was underage with like all these like adult women. And I think that's like, I think him and like Lil Mosey, I think he was pretty young when he dropped like his first few songs like on SoundCloud. Yeah.
Right.
Boy, these and his Lil Tyler's first song was made off of what's that app called? BandLab? Have you heard of that?
BandLab? No.
I've not heard of that.
Well, it's like a app you can record music on your phone, and the Law and Order, I'm pretty sure it was Law and Order.
Yeah.
He made through BandLab. That's crazy, dude. And that became like a top hit.
Yeah.
And he made that through his iPhone.
That's crazy. That's insane.
I'm learning so much stuff right now. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
The encyclopedia.
Yeah, I saw him do
it.
it in an interview.
Okay.
You said, oh, you talking about you asking Ricardo? He didn't know
Ricardo
the
ain't know.
encyclopedia.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't even know the app.
Ricardo, you know, you're like the human AI. You know that you're supposed to.
Human AI.
Yeah, hey, listen, man, you supposed to know, man. You supposed to have all
I did not know that. Even I have my faults. Even Chat GPT has its faults.
Yeah, I do want to say to our listeners right now, we are on StreamYard right now, so we are trying to maneuver through this episode. This is a test episode, but we're happy to be back. We're gonna put this episode out, of course, but we are trying to maneuver some kinks right now. We're just going through the phases. You will see this on UFM media or unfiltered media, excuse me. Me and Wilson have agreed to another partner. Well, not agreed. we boys, man. And I be joking with Wilson all the time. I told him, listen, man, don't call my people avocado no more. Don't send them the wrong shirt sizes. We know where you stay. We want we want a piece of the pot of the money. So starting next week, I'm glad I'm going to tell my people this. We are going to have a UFM topic. So UFM will send their own topic for us to give us.
Okay.
And as a media outlet, each show, because UFM is adding more shows, each show will cover that same topic, and we can call people out. They can call us out. We can reply back and all that. And we'll put it on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that. And so we're still trying to decide how we want to do it, but, just various topics that the whole network will cover.
Right.
So starting next week. So Ricardo, if you got a question, if you just want to throw something out there, we can. I know Wilson's question to me was, how do we feel about these new age blogs like Rap House TV? Was it Rap Grid and all that?
Daily Loud.
Daily Loud. Yeah, I was about to say
Daily
Daily
Loud,
Loud. I know. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Yo, you want to like talk?
I would say Daily Loud and Rap TV. I've already blocked on Twitter. I'm serious. They've already been blocked 2 months ago.
I was gonna say, like, do you want to talk about it now or like get into it like later? We
can talk about it now. We want to. Let's jump back into it. Yeah.
For me, it's like two things. Like mine is like, why did they suddenly pop? Because I know they probably like, are they really that new? I feel like they've probably been around for a while, but maybe weren't as relevant.
Right.
And most people running those accounts are like Indian kids in like college.
You think so?
I know Daily Loud for sure. I think it's like an Indian kid like in high school or college. I don't know about the other ones, but I know that one for sure is run by like, I'm sure it's probably more than one people. They probably got mods. But yeah. And
they be posting stuff for like all times of the day.
It is some wild, misleading stuff sometimes.
It is. The thing about Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
What was it last month?
People were mad. They were heated. Yeah, and I mean it's definitely like very clickbaity, like grab your attention. I can't lie, like there's some stuff I've retweeted. You probably see me on the timeline. I've retweeted plenty of stuff, but like, yeah, there's some other things where I'm like, that's kind of verging on like almost like lying, because like when you see it, and then opposed to like looking it up on Google and doing your own research, you're like, these titles are misleading. This info is misleading. I don't know. Like, do you think this is? I mean, do you think Say Cheese and all that kind of fall into it? But they're kind of like a little bit older, obviously.
Say Cheese is older, and
right.
Say Cheese, when it first started, it was just a Dallas media platform for Dallas artists.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't throw shade, I can't just throw him in there with that because it was just strictly for Dallas, and then he blew up.
It's Dallas, Texas TV. Also, shout out to them.
Yeah. Now the city blogs, I'm not mad at. I like the city blogs.
I do like the city blogs a lot.
We need somebody to do that for each individual city. I don't know about towns because that could be pretty messy. There's only 4,000 people in town. Like Pittsburgh doesn't need that. No. But cities, yes, that's fine. I'm with that. But if you go to Tyler, Texas right now, no, you can't do that in Tyler.
No, you can't. I mean, Tyler's growing and it's still growing, but yeah.
I mean, if Tyler gets to 250,000 people, I think you could start one.
What is it now? It's like maybe 150.
It might be 150.
I know. Last time I lived there, it was like 120, 30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's getting up there with the population size. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I just wonder if it's like it's just because I don't really go on like Gossip or Lipstick Alley or what's the Shade Room, like are those still popping as far as like
Shade Room is? I mean, I still follow Shade Room, I ain't gonna lie, so I know it's still popping
because I think a lot more people like I said, and I can see why Wilson will want to bring it up. It's like it is crazy how these Twitter accounts, like I said, some of them are kind of legacies, like Say Cheese, like Academics, like even No Jumper, but they've kind of taken on the style of like the new sensational type Twitter accounts, like I said, like a Rap House and like Daily Loud and stuff like that. So it's kind of like because they know this is working, they're kind of adopting that style. No, like especially like No Jumper, I kind of know kind of taking approach now when it comes to the Twitter specifically. It looks like they're kind of mimicking like a Daily Loud type of a style when they tweet.
Right, and I could try to fix this. There we go.
Because that's what gets the most clicks. You have that clickbaity title for a tweet, and people are going to click on it, comment on it, and you get the most engagement on it.
Yeah.
And for me, I've blocked Rap House TV. They've been blocked.
I don't really follow them, and I see Daily Loud stuff a lot, but I don't see Rap House TV as much.
I see both. I used to see both. I don't see them anymore.
Yeah,
because it's just a bunch of clickbaity stuff. I just don't care to see. Like, it's probably not true, or if it is true, it's like half-hearted truth. Like they'll put some truth in there, but most of it will be like made up just to get the title more.
Mm-hmm.
What about the fight accounts? Those been popping up a lot too. The fight accounts.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't follow any of them, but when they pop up, I'm watching.
The fight accounts be crazy. They be popping up like ever since Elon Musk freaking like made Twitter into the Wild Wild West again. You will see anything on there
for real.
It is insane. Some of like, especially like, I don't know about y'all, but some videos pop up and I'm like, y'all gotta stop this. It'd be some like pretty insane stuff, and I'm like, why is this on my timeline? Mm-hmm. And I gotta like block it immediately. I'm like, yo, I should not be seeing this. This is not right.
Your algorithm is your algorithm.
It is insane.
I block. Well, I didn't block them. The fight accounts. I haven't seen a fight account since high school, and then I saw one 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I matured. Like once I hit 25, it's like, man, like, it's okay. I'm just on Twitter, but now it's like, what is going on?
Right.
So now something that is true, we have to segue, guys. We do have to segue. Fetty Wap has been sentenced to 6 years in federal prison for a drug case. Ricardo, I want to start with you because I feel like you were calling yourself a Remy boy back in the day.
Yeah, baby.
1738. Ricardo was a Remy boy in Tyler, Texas. So, Ricardo, what was your reaction?
I was kind of surprised, but also at the same time not, just because Fetty just hasn't been active like that. and I know he was still getting money. So I'm like, okay, you're doing something if it's not music. So the fact that it came cracking down is still a little bit surprising. You know, like how active was he, or was it his people around him that kind of slipped up? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I don't know if Fetty was moving a little bit too sloppy, and I mean it's New York. I mean New York is pretty heavy when it comes to that stuff. So if they're interested in you, they're gonna find you. I just want to know like how much, like was it really that much like weight that he was moving? I think it was between Long Island and like Jersey. I think it was.
Well, they said he was moving a lot.
Yeah.
But this all stems from like the fall off from grace. All started with the car crash, right? With the car.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
like
since then,
and like the stuff with his baby mama, right? It was like the stuff with baby mama, the car crash. It was a lot happening for like Fetty, and like what? That was like 2017, 16, 17.
Yeah.
Like a lot started happening for him.
And he never recovered. Nobody never came to check on him. It just seemed like the media and the people just forgot about Fetty. And I'm just like, wow.
It's because he was getting done dirty by everybody around him, including his own label.
Mm-hmm.
And his own family. Everybody was doing him dirty. Friends.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't realize his what was it? I think his name was Grit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching that. I remember watching the clips of that interview with Academics he did, and I think it was it was either his manager or his promoter that was in that whole RGF camp. Mm-hmm. And I think he was like stealing a lot of money from like Fetty. And obviously, you know, that's a no-go. So Fetty had to like kind of like get rid of like everybody. Mm-hmm. I think the only one that stayed around was what's his name? Not P Dice, but the other dude, because P Dice split pretty early on.
I'll say what's
Monty,
the one
Monty.
I thought him and Monty
did they also like kind of falling out too?
I thought so. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought so.
I thought they were at the very least still cool, but they weren't really doing business anymore, or like music. Yeah. From what I understood from that interview I saw, like they were cool, but it's just as far as business and music, it wasn't really happening anymore.
I don't know. Fetty's downfall will always be like a mysterious case to me, because I get it what the label did, and I get, like I said, like everybody like preying on him, but Fetty had one of the highest highs.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody was listening to anything Fetty in 2015 or 2016.
He released the music too fast.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like the label did him wrong. They did him wrong.
Put all that music out in 6 months.
How could you not like come up with something else within that time? You know?
Yeah.
Because Fetty was like playing on the radio everywhere, just it's through anybody's speakers everywhere.
Yep.
So how could you not like come up with something else within those? How many years since? Almost 7, basically, since a big Fetty hit.
Yeah, I think the last one that came out was Jimmy Choo's.
Yeah,
and that one only popped off because of that Vine.
Yeah, I mean that song was still hard to me, but
yeah,
it just Fetty to me could have done something more, but I just want to know why didn't he?
Yeah, I think definitely label issues. I'm sure there was probably some sort of a contractual thing where he couldn't drop music because he wouldn't drop an album. I think it had something to do with the contract with the label with 300. And I think another part of his downfall is just Fetty was bad with money. I think he didn't know how to spend it right. He was just giving it away to people, which is cool. You know, you have love for your people and you want to like give them money and support them financially. But like you would talk about like having an entourage of like 20, 30 people and taking all of them on tour. Do you know how much it takes to support like a football team and their staff?
Oh, I know.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. See,
like,
like financially and like pay for hotels and pay for dinner and just all the amenities that come with it. Like it's not financially sustainable when it's just one person doing that. So I think
I was like, he was a whole company by himself paying for all that stuff.
Yeah,
it's like a whole company bill.
Exactly. And like, yeah, Fetty's hot, and I'm sure he's getting royalties off like the big hits, but that can only go on for so long before you really got pumping out new material.
Yeah.
Now, would you say he was ahead of his time, or was it just flamed out? I don't know if he was ahead of his time or if he was just in the moment.
I think the sound that he had for that time was, I wouldn't say it was like lightning years. I wouldn't say it was like a key for like a Thug, but I would say that for like maybe the next 2 to 3 years, it was kind of influential in a way, but I don't know if Fetty's music necessarily had staying power. They're just good songs at the end of the day. I don't think they're like influential the same way a Kanye, a Keith, a Thug, like music is like able to like spread across like all of hip hop.
Okay, let me pose this question to my people, to the people and to the audience. I want the audience. I want y'all to reply to us on Twitter, Instagram. Oh, by the way, we got our Instagram page back. Instagram emailed me a week ago, said, "Hey, we made a mistake in deleting your account. We're sorry." So yeah, Minority Agenda Podcast Instagram is back. I just gotta do the right things and get it uploaded. I want to pose this question. Roddy Ricch is Antisocial versus Fetty Wap's album. Fetty Wap versus Antisocial versus Fetty Wap. The first one.
So debut versus debut.
Debut versus debut. Because now,
I already know what I'm picking. I already know.
If we look at it right now, they are neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of people didn't like Fetty Wap. I'm not Fetty Wap's. Roddy Ricch's second album. Yeah. I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty good.
I didn't really like. I thought it was a little bit underwhelming. It wasn't bad, but yeah. I think the Feed the Streets thing he dropped last year was a lot better. Feed the Streets 3. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called.
So what y'all picking?
I pick Fetty Wap.
Yeah, I'm picking Fetty.
I'm picking Fetty Wap. Like Roddy Ricch's, Please Excuse Me, I'm Antisocial is great. Has a lot of good songs, but Fetty Wap had like 6 tracks back to back that were just smacking everybody else's stuff. Like you couldn't compete.
That whole year. For 2 years, probably 2 years straight.
Yeah. Like again, RGF Island, 679 Boy, like everything was like it was too hard to compete with.
Was there a deluxe for that album?
Because
I want to say there was My Way on there?
It was, but it was the solo version with just Monty.
Okay, I was thinking I couldn't remember like if it was the remix Drake one or if it was the solo one with Monty on that album.
Yeah, it was just solo with Monty because I think I remember hearing something. I think OVO or somebody wouldn't clear Drake's verse, so he couldn't put it on the album. Yeah, so that's why you only heard like the remix like on SoundCloud and YouTube and like unofficial, quote unquote unofficial platforms. You couldn't put on the album.
Even though I like Rowdy's, it's just Fetty's debut album is probably one of the best debut albums ever. Like not like it's probably top of the charts. Like compared to other people's debut album, it's probably one of the best.
It's solid. Yeah.
So I can't. It can go against. Besides Roddy, it can go against almost anybody.
It can. Like the only like other, and I guess you can kind of consider this like the debut. Even though I think I'm gonna say like Thugs, I think official debut, which is crazy, is so much fun. But to me, I saw his first like major release, that wasn't a mixtape. To me, was Barter 6. And I recently been going back to Barter 6, and I'm like, bro, I forgot how much I love this album so much.
Bro,
like,
Old Thug is amazing.
Yeah, Old Thug, like, and like they came around the same time, right? I think like Fetty Wap debut and like Barter 6. I think that was kind of around the same. Maybe they were like a few months apart.
Was it? Say. I thought Barter 6 came out earlier than Fetty's debut.
Was Barter 6 2015?
Around that time.
Let's see. Barter 6 was April 16, 2015. Yeah, and they're on the same label too, which is funny.
For some reason, I'm thinking, Fetty Wap's debut album came out in 2015 as well. I was thinking it's 2016.
Oh, September. So Barter 6 dropped first in April, and then Fetty Wap dropped in September.
Okay.
So I knew, and they're both on the same label too, which is crazy.
All right. No, all right. What did I miss?
I was still talking about Fetty, and I brought up Barter 6. I think that's also like a really great debut album.
I was telling Ricardo, like, you can put Fetty Wap's debut album up against almost anybody's.
Yeah.
Now Barter 6 is when he Young Thug dissed Lil Wayne, right?
Yeah, because the whole like he said he was finna go to Holly Grove and do a concert.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It was that was crazy times for Thug. That's when Thug was Thug's always been wild, but that's when he was like extra.
Free Thug.
Yeah.
Great Thug.
I'm going with Rich. I'm going with Roddy Ricch, man. That Roddy Ricch
Really?
accused me to be antisocial, man. Listen, that's a classic, man. It's a classic.
You think Roddy has another chance of dropping something that's just as sustainable as the debut album, or even like a bigger song? Like, I don't think you're gonna be able to outdo the box, but something on that caliber.
I hope so, but I really do think he had. I know. That's a Kodak moment. I really do think Roddy is talented enough to where he can figure something out. Just like, honestly, the baby has figured it out.
Bro, that boy.
I've seen and again, it's more women who are listening to that album. I haven't seen any men say I'm listening to the baby's new album.
No, I've seen a couple on TikTok.
Okay,
did he drop a new album?
Yeah.
When?
The one with that one hit single he has.
Shake Some?
Yeah.
I haven't heard the album. I didn't even know he dropped, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know, and I'm not blackballing the baby. I didn't know he was blackballed.
No, I'm not blackballing the baby. I just didn't know he had dropped new. I know he was dropping new songs. I didn't know he had dropped the whole new album.
Yeah,
he was what was he? No, I forgot what he was saying about. He was trying to sell his album out. Not the concert tickets. I know about the concert tickets. He was trying to sell that outside, but he was like trolling about selling his album just like concert tickets.
Going to Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah, he was outside somewhere, like just trolling. Bro, I fully respect the baby though. Fully.
So yeah, to answer Ricardo's question, I do think Roddy Ricch can come back and make a well-rounded project. I think he can make a well-rounded project. I think Rich Homie Quan, I say this all the time, I think Rich Homie Quan could come back.
I think so too.
Trill,
I think Rich Homie Quan.
I love Rich Homie Quan, but he's tried so many comebacks.
I mean, yeah. What's the last album he dropped? He dropped like something like a year ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. And Rich Homie's interesting because he's not like somebody that was like blackballed or anything like that. It's just people just lost interest. It was just weird. I never seen people lose interest in an artist hot for like as hot as he was, and like dropping quality stuff, and then just kind of like die out.
No, you've seen it. We've seen it. We just didn't realize it. Pastor Troy had some hits and just
kind of faded away.
Just faded away.
I mean, I'm not saying he's the first one or the only one, but
Bone Crusher faded away.
Bone Crusher. I'm just saying Rich Homie had a lot more material than Bone Crusher. Is what I'm saying.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm outside of the club.
Yeah.
In this, let's see. How do we segue to this? I don't even know how we. Jacob, you got any brothers?
No.
You got any cousins?
Yeah.
Are y'all blood cousins or not blood cousins?
Yeah, I got a lot of blood cousins.
Yeah, a lot of blood cousins. Ricardo, what about you? I know you got a brother. You got a little brother.
I got 3 brothers.
So wait,
you're the oldest? A lot of cousins. Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Ricardo, are you at the age to be somebody's uncle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, folks, we've just found out that the Migos are not amigos. I'm very upset. I'm highly disappointed.
At least 1/3 of them is not.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that is true. R.I.P. Takeoff.
Yeah.
Quavo and now you said I'm gonna say Ricardo. Let's let Ricardo tell this one because I was really confused when he sent it.
So I'm still shocked. So apparently, Offset recently came out with an interview in Variety, I think it was, where he just casually kind of threw out that like him and Quavo and Takeoff are not really related, which is so weird to me because the narrative we've always heard throughout the years, Migos family, and obviously family can mean a lot of different things to different people, but like they always made it seem like, yo, this is my cousin, these are my brother, this is my nephew.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so we never got the impression that like they weren't related in some way. But now Offset is over here now saying like, yo, because I don't think he spoke a bit. I don't think he spoke on it too much because he's currently like in a legal dispute with quality control with QC. So because of that, he can't really speak too much on like Migos or anything like that for legal reasons. But he did mention that him, Takeoff, and Quavo are not related by blood or anything like that. They kind of, I think he just met each other through school. But Takeoff and Quavo are uncle and nephew, of course. So that still stands. That's true. But Offset is just I guess just a childhood friend, essentially, just somebody that just came over a lot that they. I mean, it sounded like they probably had a good relationship with like their mom, and they probably knew Offset and stuff like that. Because there's pictures of like them when they were like young. So like they've been knowing each other for a minute. So, but yeah, I guess all this time they've never been blood related at all.
Now, musically, that doesn't make a difference.
No.
But it would make sense of I guess was it at the Grammys, the Grammy fight that they had between Quavo and Offset? That would it make sense? Grammy? Yeah.
I can't remember what event, but yeah, I know he's talking about.
Yeah, it would make sense of why they had a fight. And then again, brothers do fight, brothers, cousins, family members fight. It's gonna happen. It happens.
Yeah.
So with that aspect of it, it makes sense. I get it. I don't know why keep that a secret for so long. Because once they made it, like after Bad and Bougie, okay, y'all could have came and said, yo, we're not really cousins. We're not really, they could have said that after Bad and Bougie.
I think it's just like a music image thing. It's like, yo, if we can get people behind the group and like, oh, let's throw in that they're related. Let's like say they're related, but not really say it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
People like stuff like that. They like knowing that like, oh, these guys are are twins, they're brothers, and they're all in this group, and they're all making great music. I don't know. I think for like image wise, for your audience, I think people like to see stuff like that. So maybe that's why they kind of upheld the image that they were all related in some way.
Now here's my Dallas brain. So Ricardo, if DSR,
oh God,
if DSR all came on and said we brothers and cousins, that's who you gonna support wholeheartedly?
Yeah, I mean, you like I said, I think people like to see like family, especially when it comes to creativity, whether it be sports, whether it be music,
entertainment,
anything. Yeah, entertainment. You like to see them like succeed because like they're like a unit. Like even boxing, like when it comes to like
Charlotte twins,
yeah, stuff like that. Like you'd like to see like, oh man, there's two of them, they're brothers. You like to see like, hey, you like to see them both rise in the ranks together to be at the top of boxing or just any sports or any type of creative or athletic venture.
I'm gonna be honest with you. There's only one set of family that I kind of hate on. I don't hate on them, but it's a funny hate. It's like the Wayans brothers. Like, not all y'all can tell jokes. Not all y'all can be funny, man. Like,
the Wayans brothers.
Like, no, man, because she got like 8 kids. They all comedians. Come on now. Not all y'all can be that funny. And they all funny. That's the problem. Like, no, that's not fair. It's not fair. So that's one family that you're just like, all right, okay, we get it.
What about the Simmons family?
I think that I you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. I thought about that the other day because I saw a tweet of them saying Angela Simmons and her sister. Or was it Veronica? Yes, it is Veronica. Angela and Veronica debuted Fat Farm when they created Fat Farm.
Right. And
of course they had Russell Simmons as the head honcho of Fat Farm at the time, and Fat Farm and what was it? I know it's Fat Farm and something else.
You talking about baby fat? Baby fat?
There you go,
fat?
baby fat. Fat
Yeah.
Farm and baby fat. Thank you.
Mhm.
So that family, that family really got out. They got it out the mud. They legitimately got it out the mud. And then they got it in New York City. That's so certain areas I get. Like the state of Georgia I get. New York I get. Texas, that's a hard place to try to build your name.
Make it out. Yeah.
So certain areas, certain families.
I get that. But yeah, also it's not officially blood related to Quavo and Offset. You know Quavo and Offset only like 2 years apart?
Yeah. I thought I really thought they graduated together.
Yeah, like what was it like? So that means Quavo's sister would have had to been like how young? Like young when she had Takeoff.
Not necessarily.
Or either she was really young
or she was really old.
Or Quavo was really, really
late.
Young.
Yeah.
Like super young. Well, maybe
that's probably what it was.
Maybe they just had a lot of like older siblings. Like you ever see that interview with DC Young Fly? He had a brother that's like 65 or something like that. Yeah. So I guess it is. Could be possible.
Let's see. We have three more things. Three more things.
Mm-hmm.
I told the guys 40 minutes. I'm gonna keep a man of my word. We're up to like 35 minutes right now. So we'll try to fit them in.
Yeah.
Ricardo, you have down here Little Durk or Pusha T, and I don't know which one you want to go in the direction of. So I will let Jacob decide.
Yeah.
Jacob, you pick a topic. Little Durk almost healed, or 5 years ago today, Pusha T dropped Daytona, and what else? Daytona and dropped, or just Daytona dropped?
Daytona dropped.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what I put. Yeah.
Oh, let me just ask you a question real quick. What's my name on the StreamYard real quick?
Oh wow, I really wasn't trying to be funny like that. That was
OVO Poppy. So I don't care about that.
You know what?
All right, let's talk about Durk.
I meant to put. I knew I was going to put. I was going to put drop Daytona and started the whole beef with Drake. That's what I was going to put.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You trying to talk about that boy Push?
Yeah.
No. Let's talk about Push. I like Push.
Oh, here we go.
Let's talk about Durk real quick.
You fine. Let's go to Durk. I'm just saying, Push made
go,
it.
Jacob.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's go to Durk.
Oh no, I was going to let y'all talk about Durk. I was about to.
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't like the song with J. Cole.
It's a little bit too corny, a little bit too commercial.
It's not Durk.
Right?
It's not.
Yeah.
Durk.
It feels like I'm all for like people branching out and like trying new sounds, but it does sound very forced, like label forced. Like, yo, we got this cute little kid chorus and beat for you, and Durk, we want you to stop portraying this killer image all the time.
Then how do y'all feel about the one with Morgan Wallen?
Oh man,
I haven't heard that one.
You haven't heard that song with Morgan Wallen, him and Durk?
I've heard it. Yeah, I heard.
Oh wait, is that the white dude?
Yeah, the country.
Yeah,
singer.
The country singer. Oh, I saw a snippet of it.
Yeah,
I never really watched a full video.
I mean, to me, that's like the same thing. I mean, I don't listen to the song.
No.
I don't mind.
I'll let that slide because that's a money move. I'll let that slide.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I mean, like I was thinking about that actually a couple days ago. You know how like Bad Bunny and like a lot of like music from Mexico is like starting to like make like the charts like super high, like top 10. And I'm thinking like, man, it's only a matter of time before like rappers start like featuring on like these songs that you never thought you would hear them on. And I was just thinking like that'd be like a crazy like concept to like actually see. I'm like, it would not surprise me if like a few months from now you see like a Mexican group with a very traditional Mexican sound do a song with, I don't know, The Baby or like Lil Baby or something like that.
I mean, in a way, it's starting to happen like in one artist. You know, Bo Bundy.
Yeah.
Yes, Bo Bundy hard.
It's kind of like Bo Bundy.
Bo Bundy is hard.
He mixes like that trap sound with that corrido sound.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And I love that. And
Yeah.
I was just, when you brought that up, I was just thinking the other day, I would love to see like a Bo Bunny, Big X the Plug, like
That'd be
collab.
crazy.
Like that
That's
would be
kinda-
amazing. That would put Texas on the map so hard.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Bo
Yeah,
Bundy is hard. Shout out to Beto Quintilia. I be listening to his music. I'm dead like Ricardo. Hey, I
think it's great.
Yeah, I be listening to Beto. But yeah, Bo Bundy is hard because I listened to him on that Melon remix.
Yeah.
And then the other guys, he got a song called Raza. I like Raza.
Yeah.
So
Well, I love. I just want to bring over that Melon song. If you watch that music video, but just watch Peso dance on that song. I mean, it's so funny watching him dance.
and then people in the comments are saying Sauce Walker has spoke more Spanish than Peso in the past 7 years.
For real, it's true. It's true.
You don't.
Boy,
You don't
Peso do not care to speak no Spanish.
Yeah, he doesn't.
he does.
He was a no hables kid.
Oh man. But no, seriously,
We're talking about Dirk.
talking about Dirk.
I'm still going to listen to the album. It's dropping tonight, so I'll definitely listen to it. I didn't really like the voice though. I'm gonna say that I did not like the voice the last time he dropped too much. I thought it was cool, but I think I really liked his previous album to that. So I don't know.
Has Dirk reached his ceiling, or should this prove it tonight?
No, I don't think so. I think he still has a lot of like avenues he can go as far as like working with different producers, working with a different sound. Like I'm still waiting for him to like drop like something with Southside, 808 Mafia, because I know he dropped that one song, and I think he's supposed to do like a full project. Also, like Polo G is supposed to drop something with Southside, like a full project, which I'm also excited to hear that. So I mean, I think definitely like Dirk still has a lot of momentum to go, and of course, like with the J. Cole look, you're gonna have a lot of fans who probably don't normally listen to Dirk, maybe checks his like past catalog and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't think it's like you said. I don't think Dirk has even gonna come close to reaching the ceiling. I think there's still a lot left for him.
I'll say this. I was just upset. I'm not upset with the rollout. I respect the rollout, the whole different type of sounds. I was just upset with people on Twitter and on Instagram and the internet in general saying this is the best chorus with little kids in it. And I was like, wait, what? I said, we're not going to disrespect Hitman Sammy Sam. We're not going to disrespect Mary J. and Life Jennings. I'm just like, there's a whole bunch of other songs they could have named before they put Lil Durk and J. Cole and saying that's the best chorus.
Nas I Can.
I guess.
You know you love that song.
That's the only Nas song I've...
I had a feeling that'd probably be the only one you really like.
That's the only... yeah. Yeah, or
Jibs.
Or Jibs.
Hate Me Now?
Do your chain hang low?
What about Hate Me Now? I'm not talking about like kids chorus, but I'm just talking about just Nas songs in general.
Nas songs. If I Rule the World.
Okay,
Yeah, I give it a nod. But like when Lonzo Ball said he don't listen to Nas, I respected that. I don't listen to that.
I mean, he's young as hell. I mean, I don't trip over stuff like that.
I was with Lonzo Ball. I don't listen to him either.
I get it. I get it. Like, I wish he would, but
yeah.
But
shout to Lonzo, man. Get better, man. Shout to Lonzo.
They said, I respect him more for that. He said, I don't listen to him either.
I'm supposed to not like Lonzo Ball because he don't listen to Nas? Come on. What?
Well, that's what them whole heads would get on Twitter.
They do be getting heated.
For real. He don't like real rap.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I know, like, bro, he's like 17, 18. Like, why do you care?
The only old head I defend is Johnny Taylor, and he don't even rap. R.I.P. Johnny Taylor.
Yeah.
That's it. Because I'm from the South. Other than that, hey man, I might defend Biggie. And then I'll defend DSR. I'll defend DSR and Big Tuck. And yeah, DSR and all the and Screwed Up Clique. That's it. And that's all I'm defending. That's Texas artists and Johnny Taylor. That's it.
I was one old head. I would say there's only one old head I'll defend. That's Gilly.
Gilly.
Well, Gilly crazy. Well, Gilly. Yeah, well, he just made me laugh. He just because he made me laugh.
Do we count Boosie as an old head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We have to count Boosie.
Definitely an old head.
That man did rap since 2003. He's the old head.
I don't know if Boosie's an old head. I don't know if we count him as an old. I guess. So
He's the top.
Boosie and Webby have to be in that old head category.
Yeah.
So I gotta okay. I'll defend Boosie.
They've been rapping for like 20 years. Yes. You got some
It's
kids. You got some
more than
kids.
20.
You have some
More than
kids who
20.
don't even know who Boosie is. All they know is like Young Boy.
For real.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
You ask him who out of Louisiana that rapping, they just gonna tell you Young Boy. Ain't nobody else they know. They ain't. They couldn't even tell you Wayne from Louisiana.
Nope.
And I'm glad we're on this Young Boy topic right now, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. For about 2 weeks, I was kind of against Ja Morant, and then one day I was driving down the street in my car by myself listening, and Young Boy came on. Which song was it? Not Wrong. That's the only Young Boy song I listened to. Not Wrong. Not Wrong now. And I was in that moment I was like, I'm with Ja Morant. If I had a Glock right now, I was with him. I was like, you know what, Ja Morant. I'm with Ja Morant. I'm with him. I understand it. I get it. But Ja Morant, you gotta be more smarter. You gotta be smarter. That was a $39 million investment that he just lost. And he also just lost Nike, and he also lost some other stuff.
He about to lose a lot.
So this is the only way that the Mavericks can get Ja Morant to Dallas. I respect it. Kyrie's gone. So the Ja
Kyrie's
Morant.
gonna stay. Kyrie's gonna stay.
Kyrie, you see the way he looked at the Lakers game. Kyrie is off to the Lakers, man. It's over. If not,
He gonna stay.
If not, go to Houston. Bron really should go to Houston.
No.
James Harden's going back to Houston. Y'all got James again.
Bron is not going anywhere.
James Harden, Bron, and Kyrie.
Well, you gonna get James Harden and Jalen Green chucking up shots and Şengün asking for the ball and nobody passing him the ball.
They'll pass it to Bron though.
Bron is not going. Bron might pull a retirement for a year back.
That's what I think.
So y'all actually believe he'll retire?
Yeah.
I don't think he will, but I think if he does, he's gonna just take a year off because his body is breaking down too fast now.
Yeah. I'm not saying anytime soon, but I don't think he's gonna swap a team before he retires. Yeah.
I think he'll just if he does do anything, he'll just take a year off, wait for Bronny, let Bronny play his 1 year at USC, and then him come in whenever Bronny comes back.
Yeah.
But LeBron ain't turning down no $31 million a year. he ain't turning that down.
What I was gonna say about Dallas earlier when y'all brought up a big extra plug. I was on Reddit and there was this one subreddit I followed that talked about like Texas rap, and somebody posted, and I wanted to bring it up to you. They brought it up saying like, why hasn't Dallas gotten behind Big X like that?
I feel like they have.
You think? Because some people's sentiments was they felt like they weren't propping him up as like they feel like he should be more bigger than he is, like on a major sense. Like they think he's still very much internet and like kind of locally like supported.
Right.
Like I don't know. I feel like people always create this narrative about the community in Dallas not supporting their artists. I always see that a lot on the internet, and I'm like, I don't know if that's true. Like people will be talking down, saying that Dallas folks don't support rappers, that Dallas rappers have to leave the city to get popping.
No, I think this is the only one that's different because every outlet that I've seen has supported him. Every single person has supported him. So if you even go right now, he has a Texas Rangers campaign.
Yeah.
Like the Rangers released the new Texas jerseys. I think they're hideous. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But
I didn't think they were that bad.
Well,
I don't think they're hideous, but I don't think they're the best.
they're not the best. We'll say that. They're
Yeah.
not the best jerseys, but his commercial and his presence of the song was that was the rollout. I thought that was great. I've seen him on ESPN commercials. If you have you watched the XFL this season?
I have not. I've been meaning to go to Arlington Renegades game just to go watch it in person.
They went to that championship and they won it.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay,
but I haven't watched it this season.
Okay, so you didn't get to watch this season. So, but this past season, every XFL commercial was Big X the plug. Every commercial,
I didn't know that.
Every commercial was his song playing.
Which one?
It was one that was just on the past album. I can't think of which song it was.
Yeah, boy, that's the album. That whole album hard.
You're right. The whole album's hard. So
the whole album hard.
And in my mindset, I'm like, oh, ESPN is giving him the Jack Harlow effect.
Right.
If you remember, what was it, 2 years ago? Might have been 2 years ago during COVID. Mm-hmm. ESPN gave Jack Harlow a whole year play. Every ESPN commercial you heard was Jack Harlow.
For real.
It was Jack Harlow, Jack Harlow, Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
Now TNT is doing the same thing with Lil Tyler. TNT is doing the same exact thing.
Yeah.
So when
but that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think Big X Plug could get a cosign or a push that big to be on the TNT?
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the sports world, I think ESPN might be bigger than TNT right now.
Well, yeah, no. Well, I mean, yeah, depends. I guess on the audience size. But I mean, a lot of stuff you listed is still very much like local, homegrown. Is what I'm saying. Like Texas Rangers,
right.
XFL stuff. It's still very like local, which is great. Like it's not like these are not like terrible moves, but I think the Reddit post I saw, like I said, what you're talking about. I think people feel that Dallas, and you hear this all the time. People always feel like Dallas does not support Dallas artists like they should. Mm-hmm. And I think that's like the constant narrative you hear all the time that people in Dallas are haters, that they don't care about their artists until they're really popping, which I think is kind of a stretch. I think it's a reach. I don't think Dallas is as hard on their artists as people think they are.
I think it's a reach because you got to think Dallas seems big, but it's not big. So some of these people,
you talking about as far as like the scene?
Yes.
Like hip hop scene and stuff like that.
Yeah, like some of these people you've known since high school. So you know if they line in their raps or not. Mm-hmm. Just like in Houston. They tell me all the time, oh, Isaac, bro, he be lying his raps. I'll straight up tell you, he wasn't doing that in high school, bro. I got somebody who I got somebody right now who know peso. They tell me I said he wasn't doing none of that. He could always rap, but he wasn't doing that. But I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna knock him. I don't know him. I just like the music. So that's how I look at Dallas. It's like too many people know you and know what you were doing before you started rapping. Mm-hmm. For his case, I know him because I saw him at TJC.
Right.
I saw Big X at TJC. Him and his whole squad was at TJC at one point.
Boys always rapping about Tyler.
Thank you, Jacob. You see? That's what I'm saying. Just like now, Ricardo, if them dudes that me and you shot the music video for would have blew up, what was me and you gonna say? Hey,
we would have been on top, man. Purple Gorilla Productions. What was it?
That's what it was. Purple Gorilla Productions.
Purple Gorilla Productions. Come on, man. We would have been like the real goats with the baby and all them.
Hey, me and Ricardo sat there and shot a music video for free because we was learning how to do it.
Yo, and then it was a learning experience for us more than anything. We're over here like doing little like segments, little like skits. You know, over here getting like the different, like the upward angle.
We had one camera. We had a one-shot camera. We had one
shot camera. We were making it work.
Oh my goodness!
It was a hot day. That apartment that they lived in looked like trash.
So, yeah, man. So it's like, to me, it's all about the grind and who you know, how you know. But I really think the city has supported them. I think the city has supported them. Now, in Texas in general, that's a different story. But I tell you what, when I hear somebody driving in Houston with their swingers on their slab, they playing Big X.
Yeah.
They really not playing no Houston. I mean, besides Sauce Walker.
Right.
Sauce Walker gets played. Propane gets played. And whoever else I can think of that's part of the Sauce Factory.
Mm-hmm. You like that Mexican OT?
Who? I'm sorry.
That Mexican OT?
No, I'm not familiar with him.
No.
I'm not.
He's a rapper down in Houston.
I know Bo Bundy, and I know the dude that make Melon.
What about D Baby?
I've heard of D Baby.
Yeah. I think he's from the Northwest side.
Bro, there's so many people in Houston that they just come up with new people every week. You'd be like, bro, who is this? I don't know, bro.
No, I get it. Yeah, I mean, it's a big city. I mean, there's like rappers galore. You know, we all gonna have people trying to rap every single day.
But let's see. Last thing before we get out of here. 5 years ago today, Pusha T dropped Daytona.
And started all this mess.
I don't know if it was a mess. He made some money. He made a man be a father. I like that.
He did. It was a lot of commotion. Like it was like one of those moments in time where, like, you can always remember where you were, right?
Right.
Like I remember Daytona dropping. It was cool. It's a great album. I like it. The last song, of course, Infrared. He is dissing Drake and Cash Money, specifically Birdman, all up and down. And then the next day, Drake drops Duppy Freestyle, which I think gets overlooked a lot. That's a great album. I mean, song. Duppy Freestyle, that's a really great song. The beat is crazy. What Drake is saying is crazy. Everything about that is a great track. And then the whole little invoice thing happens where like Pusha like send the invoice and like Drake or like somebody at OVO actually drafts up the invoice, sends it over to Pusha T. I think he put a little line on there for like career revivalment or something like that. And then the next day, story of Adidon. And I remember sitting there in my bedroom with my brothers, and I remember we had it on my phone and we hooked it up to the Bluetooth speaker. And I just remember just staring at that album art. And I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, yo, this is like something next level I've never seen happen like so quickly. And I think that's what it was. I think because like the reactions and everything that was happening was so fast, you couldn't believe the response time. It was like bop, 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 one after another until like Pusha just came and like delivered that. And
was this him? This is him in blackface, right? That you're referring to?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We just like swept that under the rug, huh? No one ever discussed that ever again. It's like,
he explained it was part of like a clothing campaign.
Yeah, and it's still on SoundCloud. That whole thing is still
on
SoundCloud. Yeah, it's still on SoundCloud.
Yeah, he explained it was part of like a clothing campaign with like one of his best friends, and that was like part of like the campaign. Because I think the clothing line was like named Jim Crow something. It was something to do with like I can't remember what it was.
Yeah. So I mean, since 5 years ago, it was a great. I mean, it wasn't a bad album, Daytona. Yeah. I just didn't like the Whitney Houston bathroom.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that Push got flack for was the Whitney Houston bathroom. Other than that, everybody really said it was pretty good. And then it just, of course, the Drake effect. People want to see what you had to say about Drake. You said it. They've moved on. I don't know if they've made up, but they've moved on. Him and Kanye are not buds, but the Gucci and Jeezy route, basically.
Right.
I feel like that's the most respective way to go.
Yeah. I don't think they'll ever be cool, but I think they just kind of kept it moving in their respective lanes.
As we close out here, because we have talked about, we can talk about sports real quick. The Lakers have been eliminated. The Mavericks didn't make the playoffs. I'm upset. The Rockets didn't make the playoffs. The Spurs got the number 1 pick, and they know, and they're drafting Victor Wembanyama. I just call him Webby. They're drafting Victor Webby.
Victor Webby.
Victor Webby, man. That's who they drafted. But the Celtics and the Heat are playing right now. Who's winning that game? I know Jacob's watching. Jacob, turn around and look at your TV real quick.
I give it to the Heat.
Ricardo, so Heat will beat the Nuggets, or are you just saying he will beat the Celtics?
The Celtics.
Now, Heat versus Nuggets, who you got?
Nuggets.
So you're not picking against Joker?
Not against him. Nope.
Ricardo, me and you, or TJ and Jacob, we are all TJC alumni here. We have to support Jimmy Butler. We have to support our own Tyler.
I'm going with the Heat, but I don't think he could beat what the West has. I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm with you. I understand. I respect it wholeheartedly. But we have to support our Tyler Junior College brethren. Okay? Anybody from TJC, I got to support now. Unless you're a killer. But that's a different story. Just saying, like, you know.
I get it. Yeah, you got to have some cutoff.
Yeah. Killer kids, just
Yeah.
You gotta make a stance there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we gotta support Jimmy Butler. Shout out to Jimmy Butler. Shout out to the Joker. I thought they should have gave you MVP, but I saw the narrative they were pushing. They didn't want to call you the greatest center of all time, and outdo Wilt Chamberlain. He can't outdo Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, I would say greatest center of all time. Ugh.
3 MVPs. 3 MVPs.
Yeah, I mean, there's a case to be made.
3 MVPs, and he potentially could win the NBA championship.
No, yeah, of course. If that happens, yeah, I'll give it to you. But you're talking about Wilt. I mean,
I know.
Yeah.
And I mean, Shaq is better than Wilt.
So you would give it to Joker before you give it to Shaq?
No. If we do, no. Well,
Shaq has the championships. He has the MVPs.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I would give it to Shaq. It would be Shaq, Joker, then Wilt. Because the way, like the things that Joker does is like, it's amazing. He's 6'10", 6'11", and he's basically playing point guard. He's not even playing. He's not even playing center. He's bringing the ball down the court. I'm like, okay. So I like Joker. But yeah, I'm gonna say Heat in 7. That's just me being a fan. Realistically, Nuggets in 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
Probably let's go 6. Nuggets in 6 or Heat in 7. I'll say that. That's my bet. Don't put me on the money line. Don't say, oh, Isaiah told me to bet here. No, I didn't tell you anything. I just told you I'm just, I'm rooting for Jimmy.
If Heat win in 7, I don't want to ever hear anybody say anything bad about Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, right.
That man came from the mud.
Yeah.
To make it to that point. Like I said, I'd be happy. Like I said, I think for me, it's just based off of stats, right? Obviously. I think the Nuggets have a better shot of winning. But if Jimmy wins, I think it'd be probably one of like the greatest NBA moments ever.
That man was partying in Club Ice. You don't think I'm going to support him?
That man in the club, bro.
Man was in Club Ice.
If you make it through Club Ice, through all that sweat and grease and everything else.
Club Ice, 220, Club Sky.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Listen. I'm rooting for you, Jimmy, man. I don't care what they say, man. I'm rooting for Jimmy Butler, man. I got to root for Jimmy Butler. Anybody who came through there.
If you ever hit up that Williams chick at 2 a.m, you deserve to be in the NBA Finals.
Hey, man, we support Jimmy wholeheartedly on this show. Ricardo, I think that's it. I want to say. Yeah,
we're kind of running a little bit over, but yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, we're definitely running over. Let's see, you guys. I like this StreamYard though. I will say that. I think we all can agree we like this. I don't know where Jacob went, y'all, but we're just gonna.
He's MIA, but he's still here in spirit.
In spirit. So, let's see. Hold on. What is this? Nope, not that. Okay. Hold on, real quick, Ricardo. You talk to the people for 1 minute if you can. I'm gonna.
I don't think that Dallas hip hop audience or the hip hop scene is as difficult as people say. I think that the community and the support is there. I mean, just think about and I think that's where people get really conflicted. I think other artists come through Dallas and they sell out shows. Just last week, I went to Southside Ballroom and saw Larry June, and that thing was packed. And it was a pretty eclectic group of people there. I didn't expect to see the people that I saw in there. There was actually a lot of women. A lot of people that I didn't think would listen to Larry June like that, but it was great. So I think people get it construed. I think you can have both. I think you can have people, other hip hop artists from other cities come through Dallas and make a bag, but I think Dallas could still support their own and let the artists be known that they're loved by their local community. And that's it.
You might like to hear something from us.
While we get the mix.
I had to unmute my mic.
While we get the mix.
Right. Why you like was awkward silence? My bad. Okay.
No, you good.
No. Oh wait. So you were at the Larry June concert?
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. You know, a lot of weed smoke. I'll say that. I wasn't partaking.
I just wanted to ask, what venue was this at?
Southside Ballroom.
Southside Ball. Okay, shout out to Southside Ballroom.
Yeah.
I see them having a lot. Oh, I also want to say shout out to Ricardo's buddy Smooth Vega. Smooth Vega got beef with somebody in the city.
With Rainwater, didn't he?
Yeah, that's who it was. I don't know why they beefing.
I don't know. It was like, I think it was something about like
streams and it was about
it was
and
like
stuff.
about that. And
I'm like, come on, Rainwater, man, you can't do that, Smooth Vega, man.
It was also over. He wanted Rainwater to come on his podcast, and I think Rainwater was like, "I'm not doing it for free."
Oh, no, you can't do it to Smooth Rainwater.
And I think that's where it started. Like it was like, no, I want some racks if I'm gonna show up on your podcast.
Some racks.
Yeah, I think he wanted like $6,000 or something like that.
You know, I ain't gonna do that because if I say it, then never mind. A local artist tried to do me the same way. He ain't had a hit in years, and I was like, respectfully, I'm not paying that. I was a fan of Buddy. But hey,
you ain't trying to like. You thought you were gonna do it off the love, off the strength. Yeah,
like, I'm trying to get your name back up, but okay.
Yeah.
So to close this out, we got to close this out with something special. We're probably gonna get copyrighted. Oh well, we don't get paid no way. But
Okay.
So we're gonna have this playing in the background a little bit. Now, recently, 2 days ago, Tina Turner passed away.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to a legend. R.I.P. Tina. I didn't feel as close to this one as I did, but my mama in the other room felt very, very heartbroken about this one. Now, I will say this: if it was Angela Bassett, I'd be upset. I'd be on the ground hollering. But Tina Turner a little too older than me. But hey,
yeah.
I just want to know how have y'all been? Y'all been doing good, man? Y'all been rolling on the river?
Just tired. It's been a lot. It's been a lot going on. You know, I've been going to physical therapy for my knee. I had surgery back in February, at the end of February.
From the soccer tournament?
Yeah, like my ACL was torn.
God. Hey,
yeah.
Ricardo, just coach next year, bro. Yeah, coach next year.
Just coach. Yeah, don't play. Yeah.
I don't want you to get hurt no more.
I think my days are done. Yeah.
Ricardo said he do it for the love of the game.
I know, right? I do it for the love. I do it off the strength. Yeah, I had surgery at the end of February. I took a month off from work, and I went back at the end of March. I've been back at work ever since, just going to physical therapy. I'm still going to physical therapy. Like I said, if you ever tore ACL, it's like a year-long process. So, I mean, I probably won't be back 100%. I'll probably be back, like, be able to run by, like, September, October. But, like, 100%, yeah, you probably not till, like, next February.
And more tune for your head top. So watch how you speak on my name, you know?
You know?
Yeah, but I'm doing a lot better, though.
That's good, man. That's good to hear. Yeah, Jacob, how about you?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, just taking care of kids. That's all I've been doing is taking care of kids.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm glad you're doing it, man. You're doing a great work. Great job, man.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
So, for me, we got one more semester. No, we got one more semester of grad school, then we done.
Yes, sir.
We coming full force. I'm putting this out right now. We coming full-fledged, full force. We getting minorities in the podcast studios up and coming. We gotta find a building somewhere for like distance-wise for us to travel to.
Yeah.
And make our own studio, get our own cameras, all that. And we'll be rolling. Just like Tina said, we're going to be rolling on the river. But, Ricardo, take it away.
All right. It's been a while, but you already know what it is. You already know what it was. We're not black. We're not white. We're something in the middle. It's been a Minority Agenda podcast, and we are out.
Night and day.